Hey everyone, it's Stamp Ventures with Shauna, Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Canada. Hope you're all doing well this evening. I'm here with a live Facebook video on Tuesday, December 3rd. So if you're catching this at around 8 p.m., that'd be Saskatchewan time. This is live, and if it's after that, then you're probably catching the recording. And today for my video, I'm going to be sharing some bow tying techniques. I had a request for that, and I will be using this, I don't know exactly what it's called, a bow tying tool, a bow tying jig, something like that. So I'm going to share that with you in a bit, and I'm also going to share with you some of my favorite cards from my favorite Christmas cards from the Retiring Holiday Stamps. So I'm just going to get synced up here with my iPad. Hopefully I can find where the video is happening, and I might be able to see some of the people who have hopped on, and you can say hello, and if you want to tell us where you're from, that would be great. Oh, I think I found it. And just caught it in time to turn off the sound there. So, all right. So, hi to a bow jig. Thank you, Glenda. So we've got Glenda and Robin and Jackie, and hello to all of you ladies, and welcome. And I'll get to the bow tying in just a few minutes. To start out with, we always have to have our weather word of the day and our funny. And today's weather word for here in Moose Jaw, Saskatchewan is sloppy. Yes, it's kind of nice that I can say that. We had plus temperatures that were above 0 degrees Celsius, and it got a little wet out there today. I think we got up to about 5 or so, and it was so nice to see that beautiful sunshine. And yeah, just a lovely day. And the funny, well, these guys wouldn't have done so well today on this sloppy day, but yeah, there's the two snowmen, Mom and Dad, and Mom is saying, "Relax, Ted, it's only a phase." I can't remember who shared this one on Facebook. Susan, maybe it was you. I'm not sure if that, I got it off somebody's Facebook page, and I just thought it was so cute. But yeah, not only, maybe he have his pointy hairstyle, he'd also be dripping a little bit out there today too. So, and hello to Jean. Oh, thanks for hopping on, and hi Jackie and Sue as well. Just a couple more things. Saturday morning I'm going to be having a breakfast crafting class here for anybody who would like to make some gift card holders and some Christmas tags. And this is one of the gift card holders that we'll make. So there's 4 little Hershey Kisses in there, and then there's where the gift card goes. And we'll be making 2 of this style and 2 of another style that's more of a folder style, and then 8 gift card or 8 tags, gift tags as well. So if you're interested in registering for that class, let me know right away. We'll be having coffee and muffins and doing some crafting, and that's 9:30 Saturday morning. And also Saturday morning, I am crossing my fingers that my spring catalogs will be here. I ordered them like at about 4:30 in the morning this morning, and I expedited them, so they should be here. So even if you don't have time to stop and do the class, if you would like to stop and have a coffee, and or not even, maybe you won't even have time for a coffee, you just like to stop and pick up your new spring mini catalog, by all means, come on over. Again, the morning starts at 9:30. Don't come any earlier because I might still be in my pajamas. So hello to Brenda who's hopped on. Oh yeah, the catalog is very exciting. And if you can't come right at 9:30, like if you can't get here till 10, 10:30 or 11, we'll still be here doing our breakfast crafting. So come on in and pick it up. Update, my customer appreciation board is so close to being filled up. There are 2 spots left. And that's with a $50 order or more, you get a spot on the board, and we're really close to filling that up. So take a look and see if there's anything with the year-end closeout sale that you might want to order, or maybe just with the items that are retiring from the holiday catalog. Maybe there are some of those that you'd like, and you can get your name on my appreciation board and be in the draw. And there's a choice of 2 prizes. One is an Advent, the Stampin' Up! Advent calendar, and the other is the Wrapped in Plaid bundle. Okay, so just going to share some cards with you quickly of some of my favorite sets that are retiring. And it's always hard when, especially I have this like soft spot in my heart for Christmas stamp sets. So the Free Skate stamps and coordinating dies are going to be retiring, and these will not be in any of my sales that I have because I am a skater, and I will be using these skates and these dies, and I really like to do a scrapbook page on some of the skating I did a couple years ago when I was involved with the synchronized skating. So there was a sample from a card of that, and yeah, that's the only one I got made this year from the Free Skate. But like I said, I got it more with the idea of using it for my scrapbooking. And this beautiful skate right here, the lacy one, is so gorgeous, and yeah, that'll really look nice on a scrapbook page. Okay, another favorite one of mine that is retiring is this stamp set called Bells Are Ringing. And many of you know that I also play in the handbell choir at our church, and we don't usually play in many other occasions during the year, but we almost always play at Christmas. And we've started practicing. We've already had 2 practices this past week, and so I had to get this stamp set and a couple cards that I made using it. There's this one with the handbell there, and this one as well has gorgeous dies. Love the detail on the die bells that go with this one, and both the dies and the stamps are going to be retiring from this set as well. Oh, hello to a couple more people. Hi there, Judy, and Glenda has a question. When they say retiring, is it the whole bundle or just not available as a bundle anymore? Oh, that is such an awesome question. So Glenda, when you look on the list of, it says retiring favorites, if it shows just the bundle, that means that it's going to be available again in the future, but you won't be able to get it at the 10% off bundle price. You'd have to pay for each, the stamp and the dies, a la carte. If when you're looking on the page of retiring favorites and it said, and you see the bundle, and then you also see the stamp set, and then you also see the dies, you know that that whole thing is retiring and it will not be coming back. So I hope that made sense, and if you have more questions about that, give a shout. The ones that I'm sharing with you today are the stamps are retiring, the dies are retiring, and of course the bundle. You can still get them at the bundle price while supplies last. Okay, my next one. Oh, I had so much fun with this cutie patootie stamp set. This one called Cup of Christmas, and it's the one where you have the reversible stamps with these 2 cups, and it has dies with it as well. And again, both the stamps and the dies are retiring. Quite enjoyed using this little candy cane and the mugs. I'll just share with you. Excuse me, losing my voice here. Just a couple things that I got a chance to make with this one. And let's see. This was a card that I made, which also could be a gift card holder. I'll just slip a business card in there, but that's, yeah, and actually you could have it hold 2 gift cards if you wanted it to. So that one some of you have seen before. Now I've got a couple cards here that I received in swaps that were really cute. I think this one's from Lena Gersa, and here she's just used the patterned paper, the 12 tidings, and she's cut 2 cups and then created a candy cane with the die. And here is another swap, and I showed this one I think last week. More cups cut out of the gold foil, and sending you a cup of cheer. This, I don't know if you're able to see this embossing folder. I think it's called Winter Knit or something like that. That's on the sale list, this embossing folder. And then this is a cute little project. It's a little pouch made with designer paper. I think just folded in half and use like Terran tape on the sides. And then another 2-inch strip that's been punched at the either end of it with one of those tag topper punches. And then this person who made this swap, they tucked in a tea bag, and I think there's a candy cane in there. I didn't even realize to begin with that there was a candy cane. And oh, I can tell you who made this because I also tucked their business card in here. Karen Flores. Oh, she's from Stockton, California. So this is a cute and super doable, oh, I'm not hitting the pocket, super doable idea. And yeah, shows off that cup of cheer stamp set quite nicely. Gee, I'm just seeing if I can improve the lighting here. It seems like this is really dark. So, and yeah, okay, so my last stamp set that, oh, I was really sad that they're going to be discontinuing this, the stamps and the dies, is the Frosted Foliage. And it's so pretty, and I've got lots and lots of things that I can show you with this bundle. And I really like these dies here. I'm going to be using it for my Christmas cards this year. I know it's really a favorite when I make a commitment to making my own Christmas cards, because I usually make, I don't know, 60, 65 of them or so. So I've done lots with this year. Here's a simple but pretty card, just with some designer paper and that die. This particular greeting is from a different set of words that are in the annual catalog. And here's sending you a little Yuletide cheer. There's that lovely Frosted Foliage die again, and the words that coordinate with it in the stamp set. This is cute from Susan, and yes, there we go. Susan said, our team made some awesome cards with Frosted Foliage, and you're one of them, Sue. Thank you for this beautiful card that you made. She used the birch background, ooh, and also the Subtles embossing folder, and then there's the You Warm My Heart words, and then all of this foliage here in the different colors and the foil, that was all done with the dies from the Frosted Foliage bundle. So that's gorgeous. This one was a swap that I think I might have shared last week, and there's some of the snowflakes and the words from the Frosted Foliage. I heard that this paper, which was so wildly popular and has sold out, it's going to be coming back next winter. Yay! Everybody just loved this, and it's so versatile. You can use it for winter and Christmas and sympathy and all kinds of things. It's going to be kind of like Starbucks. When you go to Starbucks, there's only a certain time of year when you can get pumpkin spice or gingerbread lattes. Well, next year at around this time, or probably next September, October, this paper will come back into the holiday catalog. I think that's my understanding. So I was really excited that it will be returning, just kind of like for that special time of year, like a Starbucks latte. Oh, and Glenda, who's watching, this is a card that Glenda made with the frosted foliage bundle. Thanks, Glenda. It's beautiful, and used some of that that foil. What's that? Grapefruit foil paper. Lovely. And then I know lots of you have already seen this. I did a video on it the other day, and again, there's that frosted foliage die, and then featuring some of the pretty Christmas time is here roses paper. So those are like my favorites that they're going to be discontinuing. And my favorites because I've used them and loved them and had a chance to make things with them. There's a couple others that I have swap cards for that are discontinuing as well. This is #Elfie, and Linda Levineway made that cute stamp set. And Glenda, here's another one that you made. I can't even think of the name of it right now. That's what it looks like in the inside. It works perfectly for Christmas greetings from the whole family or the whole crew. It works so nicely for that. And then this stamp set, it could be used for Christmas or fall. Oh shoot, I can't think of the name of it either, but it's the distinctive stamp set, and shows like the nice shades and dark and light parts of the images, and this one is discontinuing as well. So check online on my website to see all the different ones under retiring favorites, I think is what they are called, and then you'll know whether or not it's being continued. Okay, so tying bows. I'm going to try and take this slow, and if you can grab screenshots if that helps you out, or I will be posting the replay of this video so that you can go back and look at it again, and because it took me a few times to get my bows just right, and then if I hadn't made bows for like a week or two, sometimes I had to go back and watch the video again, even though I knew how to make them the one time, just until it got into my brain. So before I used a bow tying jig, which was made by my friend Elaine's husband, I just used to make bows, what I called air bows. You're going to notice the ribbon that I'm working with today. I've taken and colored half of it black, and then half of it is just a regular color. And I thought that maybe that would help you to see what my right, when I've got it in my right hand or when I've got it in my left hand, how it switches around, in which direction that particular piece of ribbon is going. So I noticed now that I've colored them, like it's really quite stiff, but hopefully it'll give you a fairly good idea. And yeah, and if you have any questions, give a shout. I'll try to answer them for you. So the first way that I used to do an air bow was I'd take the left half of the ribbon, and I'd make a little bunny ear. I think that's what we call that, isn't it? And then I'd take this piece on the right, that's the black piece, and I'd go around the bunny ear. Oh gosh, how am I doing this? I go around the I just figuring out how I'm holding my hands, and all of a sudden felt strange. I'm like, oh, I don't know if I could do that. Oh, thank you, Glenda. Yes. So, here it is. She's on it. I'm just trying to reach these cards. They're way down on the floor. Okay, this is Christmas Crowd and Beauty and Joy. Thank you so much, Glenda. Okay. So, bunny ears. Start again. Okay, bunny ears. Now I'm going to take this, cross it over, and go around. And when I go around, oh boy. Okay, there's that little hole, the rabbit hole, and you have to pull the rabbit through the hole and just tie it like that. And for whatever reason, when I tie my bows like this, they always end up upside down. But no biggie, because you can just turn it around and you play with it a little bit and chop off the ends. And that's my air bow number 1. So I'm going to do that now with the red one, just because I don't know which is going to show up better, the red or the blue, and you can kind of see which works better for you, which you can see better. So creating the little bunny ear and taking and wrapping the other long side all the way around, and when you wrap it around, there's that hole. It's just like you're tying your shoes. Pull it through, pull it through the hole. It's getting all mishmashed and okay, start again. Okay, here we go. Wrapping it around. Catch it before it tries to wiggle out of the hole. Okay, and there, my upside down bow, but then you turn it around and, make it look nice and all that. So that's air bow number 1. Okay, gonna undo those. So now I'll show you air bow number 2, which is maybe easier in that, it might be easier to get your mind around how it works. But this one is basically, you make bunny ears with both ends of your ribbon. So like that. And then you're going to tie a basic, it's not even a knot. I think you're just tying, like you tie once around. I don't know, what did you call that? A half knot. I think that's what it's called in macrame. So you're going to cross the 2 bunny ears and see, there's the hole that you've created right down. Maybe I should move that out of the road. There's the hole that you've created, and you just take and tuck the 1 bunny ear through that hole you've created and pull, and ta-da! And again, the knot was turning upside down, but you turn it around and there you go. And I'll do it again with this one. And then the last bow I'll do is with the bow jig, so you can see how that works as well. So make the 2 bunny ears, cross them. Okay, make this so that you can see that full, cross them. And there's that little hole that you've created. And, okay, don't slip on me. Push that 1 bunny ear through the hole. And ta-da! There we go. Okay, so the nice thing about these bows is if you don't like them, if they've gone all wiggly and goofy, if I just did it for you, I would do it anytime, Denise. Just bring your ribbon over here and I will tie bows for you. And most of you know that when you come to my classes, I sure will tie them for you then too. Okay, the nice thing about these bows is if you don't like what they look like, you just undo them and you can start again. Now, the way I do it with the bow jig is that it generally tends to be quite tight and sort of, basically it's knotted so that you can't undo them anymore. So I'm not sure what this is going to look like for you looking from the top, but we'll give it a go and try. So you just take and you wrap your ribbon around the 2 what are those things called? Dowels on the bow jig. And you can make the bow as big and wide or as small and narrow as you'd like. I'm just kind of going to go with an in-between size. Hopefully it's big enough that you can kind of see what I'm doing. So this is my right, this is my left. And holding that around the dowels, I'm going to cross the right one over the left. Then I'm going to tuck the one that I'm always working with the dark colored one. Basically, right over left, tuck it under these 2 pieces here, under and around. And then now that this one's on the left, you're going to do cross it left over right. Now, don't cross it so much that you can't see where your little hole is. Cross it down further here, not up here, and then look at, there's your little hole, and you're going to take that end and pull it through the hole and tighten it. And I usually give it a really good tighten. and then it comes off, and oh, look at that, a beautiful bow. Well, it doesn't look so beautiful with the black marker that I've colored on it, but that's the idea of the bow jig. And I'm going to do it again with the red piece, and you'll find that like this these ones don't untie as easily. It's more like they are knotted. So if you really need a sturdy, stable bow, this is the way to do it. You can go in and pick that knot apart so that you can use it again, but it is, yeah, it's not going anywhere. It's a good sturdy one. Okay, we need to hire Elaine's husband to make bow jigs for all of us. Well, yeah, you can get into talks with Elaine about that, and maybe for a price, her husband would hire out. I don't know. But here we go. I'll do it one more time with the red one, and then, like I said, if you need to come back and look at the saved video and do it again and watch it step by step and pause it. That's how I had to do it. I had to pause it at each step. So there's around the dowels. Take the right one, cross it over the left. I'm just looking to see how that looks in the video because I'm getting a delay here. So, okay, you kind of got an idea. And then tuck it under both pieces of ribbon, under and around the top, like that. And now this one, it was on the right, but it's on the left. Got to make sure if you put it onto the left, it stays on the left until you cross it back left over right. And you want to make sure when you cross it down low here, not up there. So then you've created that hole, and you're basically just going to weave that piece of a ribbon through. Really, that's what you're doing, is you're kind of weaving it around those dowels. And yeah, isn't that great? They're really awesome bows. And the black piece, the one on the right, it's the one doing all the hard work with the bow jigs. And so you just yeah, if you get it in your mind that the piece on the right, the black piece that weaves across, right over left, under, around, and over, and then left over right. If it does all the hard work, you will end up with successful bows at the end. Okay, so that's the end of my bow making lesson. I hope I gave you the confidence to maybe be able to do that at home. And I'm sorry that I can't provide you all with bow jigs, but I know some of you have access to a handy person who could do this for you. The other thing my friend Linda has done, she's taken like a very large fork, you know, that would have tines, large fork tines, like maybe a meat fork that's sticking up. And she has got like a little yogurt container, one of the tall yogurt containers, and she's filled it with plaster of Paris, and she's sunk that big fork into the plaster of Paris and let it sit, so that basically she's getting a jig and is just using 2 fork tines, metal fork tines, instead of 2 wooden dowels. So there are a few different ways that you can do this, and I'm sure you can come up with, I'd love to see how you come up with a bow jig yourself. I think there are other materials that you could probably make them out of as well. But happy bow tying, happy stamping, and if you have any questions, give me a shout. And thanks so much, everybody, for watching tonight. Have a great rest of your week. Bye for now.